Well, hello. Good evening. Welcome. As you can see, I'm just getting started with some training. More practice for Battle Royale. Because I suck. But I'm going to get better. But here's the deal. What I want to talk about today. See, hop in, go on down to Battle Royale practice. Play the training. So I want to talk about this PlayStation debate. The disc versus the digital. It's kind of what got me back into gaming. A lot of people think the disc is the best. And that's funny to me. Mainly because I don't really care. Alright? So right off the bat, I'm Xbox. I'm Xbox. Right? Home team. Team Xbox. Microsoft. It's just the way the cookie crumbled. That's the way it went down. Not against PlayStation. I know people that have PlayStations. They love their PlayStations. They love their games. Even I love Twisted Metal 2 on PlayStation. I have that game. I have the PS1.
Use your tac map and choose when
but
to
I don't have anything else from PlayStation. Okay, so let's get that straight. Nothing from PlayStation. But all this talk with the PS5 got me thinking, got me looking. I ended up getting a disc version for a friend. And when I got that, you know, the process of getting that, you know, I just started doing homework, research. And as I did more research, I found out that, you know, Sony really did something special here with their PS5. You know, I expect Microsoft to step up. I mean, they really have led the way, but
search inside the buildings for weapons and ammo.
Sony
Listen to the hum of nearby supply boxes.
built a beast right here with their PS5. And what I didn't realize was that the PS5, the digital version, really is pretty much the same as the disc. The only difference is that disc drive, which I think is funny. So let's just get that straight. They're the same thing. Right, same internals. I'm getting hit right now, so I'm talking. That's all good. I'll get you. I'll come back for you. Yep. I'll hit you with this.
Good work. Red dots
but
on the
no,
minimap
so
show the location
the disc is
of
actually the
enemies.
same.
Now hunt them down.
It's the same. It's got the same internals. In fact, it looks to me just from looks alone. It looks to me,
Well done.
like the digital PlayStation is the real PlayStation. That's the one they designed. That's the one that, you know, that's the one they wanted. And they put a disc on there. They put a disc on there because people have discs. People have discs, and people are going to want to use those discs. And I get that too. I do, I get it. I get it. You got discs, you want to play, but I got nothing, right? I got nothing. Come on back around that corner. So because I'm Xbox, I got nothing, right? I don't want to buy any PlayStation discs. The only thing I really want to do is play the games. Okay? I already have enough Xbox games. I don't even necessarily want those all around. I don't want the games. Well, I want the games. I don't want the discs. Ooh, I need to wake up. Need to learn to talk and concentrate. Ooh, got me. Oh, he's in here. Run. Here he comes. Come on up here. Let's talk. Let's talk. Yeah, let's chat. Let's chat. Let's talk about that. We can talk about that. But no, I mean, honestly, if I'm looking at consoles, if I'm looking at games, if I'm looking at the future is not discs, right? Like laser discs, gone. That's the past. Nobody wants laser discs. Nobody's got VHS tapes. Nobody orders, what are those discs from Netflix anymore? Remember when Netflix used to have discs? Not anymore.
Hunt them down.
Are you serious? Yeah. Yeah.
Reloading. A helicopter will provide extraction for the last survivor.
No, but Netflix used to actually send you discs.
Stay out of the gas and get to extraction. Good luck.
And you had to send them back. And now, right, all of Netflix is digital. That is the future. I mean, nobody denies that. Nobody denies it, but people sit and talk trash about the digital PlayStation 5. I just thought that was funny. So after hearing all that, and then hearing that the disc is, or the digital is just as powerful as the disc, there's no difference. And I don't need a Blu-ray drive. Are you kidding me? Why am I trying to watch Blu-rays on my PlayStation? See, all of these things right? They don't apply to me. And in fact, in the future, I mean, I don't think they apply to anybody. I want a system that games, and that's it. What kind of game? That's all I'm trying to do is play. Right? So anyway, the point is, I don't have to. I can go.
Only 3 left.
I got into this. I found out the digital is just as powerful. Everybody's talking trash, right? Digital sucks. I want to resell my games. I want to do this. I want to do that. Like, you can do whatever you want to do. That's fine. But
One enemy remaining.
it doesn't suck. The digital does not suck. Okay? The digital is the PS5. That's the way it's going to be. There's not going to be any more systems with discs. That ain't happening. So anyway, everybody talking about building a Blu-ray collection. I'm not trying to build no Blu-ray collection. No.
Extraction's inbound. Stand by.
So it's funny to me that so many people talk trash about the digital. So that's why I was drawn to it. On the other hand, you have the Series S from Microsoft, which does, I mean, it has a point too. It's for kids, I think. It's got a great price point, gets everybody involved, gets you playing games, you get Game Pass, you get a hard drive, an external hard drive on that thing, right? I mean, I've got external hard drives on my consoles, but you can get a hard drive for cheap and store a ton of games on there, and then just move it over to your console and then play it on that hardware. I think people just don't understand. They say that the disc, because you're going to go get the discs, right? So you have more memory on your console. You're saving memory. Therefore, you can put more games on it. And that's not true. For my research, that's not true. Basically, the deal is that you're going to have to download either way. You're going to download the game. The only difference really is, right, the game's going to be the same size. This game doesn't change sizes, right? So you have to put the disc in, then basically that's your key. That's what tells them that, hey, you bought the game. Well done. So it proves you have the game. Okay? But then you have to go download all the stuff offline, same as I have to do with my digital. The only difference is that I don't have to mess with the disc at all. Okay? I don't have to go to the store. I don't have to get in my car. Okay? I don't have to wait. I mean, that's time. And time is money. I think we can all agree on that. So start factoring that in is the way I think about it. And people don't think about it. You know, they say games are cheaper. You know, you can get used discs. Well, I just got through buying a bunch of Xbox used discs, and like half of them are scratched. It look like at some point, you know, it's not going to work. Used games are not in great condition. Sorry, I mean that's the truth, and you know, it's not going to stop me from getting a game because I can buy used games cheaper, you know. So basically the deal is that with the digital, if I just wait for games, because I don't have any PS4 games, all of those games are new to me, like God of War. So I can go get God of War, I can join PS Plus collection,
Jump out of the aircraft, soldier.
I can get all those games, God of War, Uncharted 4, Last of Us Remastered, I mean all that stuff. That's the last generation. I'm not even buying the game, I'm buying the subscription. So I have the subscription, right? Get the subscription, have all those games, can play all those games, and so basically within the cycle I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the new games, right? Everyone buying Cold War. You know, the price of that's going to drop. Everything's going to drop, and that's where I'm going to pick up the games. I'm not trying to buy brand new, and if I am, this is where it gets fun too. If I am looking to buy brand new, just like you, the difference is I don't have to go to the store. In fact, if I do it right, the day that the game is dropped, I can play it like immediately. I can start the download, I can download it before it's actually released, and then when it actually does go live, when they do actually release it, then hey, guess what? It becomes immediately available for me. Immediately available for me. You know, you're still going to the store, and you're paying full price. So you're going to get in your car, you're going to drive. Hopefully traffic's okay, right? You're using gas, aren't you? Right? Start thinking about this. And in your time, what could you be doing during that time? Is it more important? You know, think about how you spend your time. You're going to get all this stuff. In the meantime, I'm sitting here playing my game. In fact, I'm playing my game before you leave your house to go get your game. Think about that. And what is that worth to you? To sit at home. Sit at home and play your game. Dead. Got him.
Well done. The upper right part of your HUD shows how many enemies remain.
So, you know, you can pay full price for a game. You can say, you know, hey, I'm going to pay full price for a game. Well, for brand new games, yes, we both are going to pay full price. The difference is I'm going to sit at home the whole time. I'm going to play it. I'm going to be, what, an hour into it by the time you get home? Well, think about it. It's going to be more than that because, hey, when you get the game, you're going to have to, especially, this is where it gets funny, you're going to have to put your disc in and wait for that thing to download. That's what you're going to do. And you're going to sit there and tell me I'm stupid. I'm playing the new game. You're sitting there with your disc downloading it. Hey, you know, it seems more convenient to me, the whole digital thing. I don't know why anyone sees it any different. But I do understand, because I don't have any PS4 games, that, yeah, you know, if I had a bunch of discs, then I think this would be a more difficult conversation. Right? I would be tempted to get the disc version. But, you know, one of the other main points, and I found this reading in my research, there are really only two issues with the old consoles. They're basically perfect, but there's still two issues. The first one is the hard drive. It's a hard drive. You know, the storage. But we don't have that anymore because we have SSDs, right? So the hard drive, that problem is eliminated. It's gone, okay, on the new generation consoles. So that's for both, right, for Microsoft and for Sony. So the other main flaw is the optic disk drive. when that thing fails, you can't play your games. You don't have access to your games because you don't have the key anymore because you're a physical gamer. Okay, think about that. So what is going to fail on my digital console? Right? Where am I going to have a problem with my console? It's going to last longer. I'm telling you right now, it runs cooler. My Series X runs super hot with discs in it. I've done it, right? I put the disc in, uploaded everything. You can cook chicken in that thing, right? KFC knows. They get hot. I'm not saying it overheats, but they get hot. My digital, nothing. There is no heat coming off that thing. You don't have to believe me. I don't care if you do. It's crazy. There's nothing coming off of it.
Gas is closing. Get to the new safe zone.
So, you know, these, for me, these are,
You know what to do.
this just tells me, you know, which system in the long run, right, is going to prove it. And I think Sony knows this. Here's the other thing. I think Sony knows all of this. I think Sony decided that they would take the money. They would take the money and run. You know, if you want to pay $100 more for a disk drive, hell yeah, I'm going to sell that to you. And I think that's what Sony's doing. They're making that money. And meanwhile, people are bragging about paying more for a disk drive. For what, like a $20 disk drive? Anyway, right? If you want a Blu-ray player for $100, that's on you, no problem. But I can take that same $100 and I can invest in. I can spend $50 on a terabyte hard drive. I can spend $60 and get a 2 terabyte hard drive. And now I've drastically improved my memory space. Okay, I can store a ton of PS4 games on that, which I can get for dirt cheap, especially the old ones. By the way, I never use this gun, which is why I'm really struggling.
You're the last two. Bring home the win.
But it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer, this digital. And I think when we look back on this, people are going to laugh. People are turning down the digital. Everybody only wants the disc. That's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. You know? I mean, no offense. I'm not trying to piss anybody off. But I am telling you, you know, I think Sony's going to sell you as many disc PS5s as you can possibly buy. And then there's going to come a point where everyone's going to realize, okay, they're going to exhaust that, and everything from that point on that comes out will be digital. And people will forget. Just like, you know, the VCR is gone. Nobody has VHS tapes anymore. People will stop. You know? They'll stop. And I used to be one of those people going to the, you know, going to the shop to get the video games. Collecting, paying $1 for Nintendo NES games. You know? Walk in with $20, walk out with 20 games. But, you know, where are you going to keep all that stuff? You know, we have enough clutter. It's, you know, people aren't going to want that anymore. I don't want it anymore. So for me, it was, you know, digital is the way, you know, especially if I want to get into PlayStation, if I want to, you know, and then, so you finally get it, right? So I got it. And now I think that people are comparing the Xbox and the PlayStation completely wrong. Because I think they're two different machines. Two different machines in terms of what they're trying to do. Like, this PlayStation is meant for streaming. It's meant for this, for making videos, for like sharing content. And I know Xbox can do that, and I know Microsoft isn't, you know, but Sony is like, hey, here you go. I mean, I've already streamed on Twitch, live streamed on Twitch, and I'm posting videos on YouTube. I mean, this thing is built for it, and if that's what you're trying to do, it's perfect. It's perfect. It's not what I thought it was at all. But it's perfect for what it is. It is not just video games. It's sharing, playing with it. It's starting conversations. You know, this is a, you know, it's an interesting system. It's a great system, and this comes from, like I said, I'm a huge Xbox fan.
your TAC map and choose when to deploy from the aircraft. The white circle on your TAC map shows where the gas closes in. The timer shows how long you have before that happens. Plan ahead, find weapons, stay out of the open, and you'll make it.
So, you know, Xbox is great. It has its own exclusives. I can't wait for the new Halo. I think that system does run faster. It runs at 120 FPS, 120 hertz, which PlayStation does not do. But for the games that PlayStation has, or what they're pushing for their games, you don't need 120. You know, 60 is fine. No problem at all. You know, all their games are beautiful games where, you know, you're not looking for high rates. You're just not looking for it. But no, I think that the disc will end up being the one that, you know, people have already started to, you know, hey, I want the digital. It's already started, and you know that was just from, you know, it went from. It went from, you know, hell no, I don't want a digital, to, you know, hey, why are people getting digitals, or what, you know, what? People got curious because, you know, they run out of stock so fast, no one can get them. And you know, now people are, you know, hey, I want the digital, but you can't get the digital. No, it's the hardest thing in the world to get. It's the hardest thing in the world to get. Come on. Having a hard time getting the stick to stay still. I guess that's me.
Taking fire!
Yeah, I'll take that.
Reloading!
But, you know, this digital is quite a beast. Quite a beast. Quite a beast.
Gas is closing in. Enemy dropping into the AO.
You know, and it's $100 less. You know, it's definitely just a winner all around in my book. Oh yeah, I'll have a look at that. Sure.
Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone. Target down. Armor plates.
And yeah, if you want to build a Blu-ray collection, then yep, get the disc. Serious? Are you serious?
Target down. Reloading. Enemy dropping into the AO.
Unbelievable. You know, and my plan is simple, which is to go back and buy all the good PS4 games for dirt cheap, get the digital version, paid next to nothing. Okay, and you know, anything that I want to keep, move over to my hard drive. Any next gen games that I want, any PS5 games that I want, you know, obviously go on the SSD. So I have basically 1 terabyte for, well, no, I mean, so was it 600 gigs with of SSD for the PS5 games, and 1 terabyte for the old PS4 games, and PS3 games, and really any cheap games I can get my hands on that are worth playing, worth
Gas
owning.
is inbound.
Hopefully they go all the way back to PS1. I'd love to play Twisted Metal 2 on this system with some sort of upgrades or whatever. Would be awesome. But I mean, this system has a ton of promise, disc or digital, but specifically digital. You know, gonna add that other SSD slot, or is that NVMe, whatever, same thing.
Gas is closing. Get to the new safe zone.
That's gonna add quite a bit more storage.
Grab some armor plates. Only 5 remain. Finish the job. Reloading.
Let's finish this properly, huh? Shall we?
Fighting's done. The area's cleared out.
Where are you?
You're in the top 3. Well done.
Where are you? Really? Don't be scared.
You've got gas moving in.
I see it. Where are you? There you are. Hi. Anybody else?
One enemy remaining.
I can hear you. There you are.
Gas is closing. Get to the new safe zone.
Come on. Come on.
Primary objective
Yeah.
complete. Good work out there. Extraction's inbound. Stand by. Worse for wear, but you got the job done.
No, but for me it's fun to come back to these consoles and see that it's two such strong consoles. The Series X really is a beast. It really is. But you know, you could argue, you know, why'd you got a disk drive? Well, yeah, old games, just like a lot of you guys with your PS4s. I had old games I wanted to throw on there, but yeah, the drive does make it hum. That does happen on the Xbox, and it does run real hot. It does. I mean, it just does. So, just keep that in mind. But yeah, I think the Xbox definitely loads faster, and it can do 120 hertz that, you know, PlayStation just can't do. Which, you know, maybe that means something to you, maybe it doesn't. But they're both great systems. I recommend them all. But like I said, I recommend the digital. If you don't have any PS4 discs, get the digital. Get PS Plus, get PS Now, get those subscriptions, and you have games for forever, for days, for as long as you can play, for dirt cheap. It's like Netflix, so it's ridiculous. Ridiculously cheap. Get Game Pass. You know, it's not bad to get a Series S and a Game Pass if that's, you know, if you only want to spend like $300 on the console. You know, it's not as powerful as the other ones, but it does give you access to just a ton of games. But, you know, that's why I got the Series X. I wanted to play some discs, some of my old discs, and I wanted to get some used games. And I found out used games aren't that great, right? And then I found out that there's a system where you don't have to do any of that. All you have to do is, you know, click on something and it immediately starts to download You can go make a meal, go out to eat with your friends, come back, and there is your game. People can complain all they want to that it's not instant. You don't need instant. In fact, you can play something else while it's downloading. You know, if you want it to download faster, obviously don't play anything else, just leave it alone. But yeah, it is not a problem getting games. You are still going to download games if you get discs. That's a promise. You're still going to sit there forever. As my last example, Red Dead Redemption 2. Old game, yes, but it was a game I wanted to play. The cheapest version of it I could find was on Xbox. Okay, it 24 bucks at Micro Center. But to drive to Micro Center and come back, it takes me about half hour each way, so hour total. And then there's articles online talking about that game is the reason why people are going to go digital, because it was 2 discs and people had to sit there for like 3 hours and sit there and watch it download before they could ever play it. Right? So now I know that I'm going to drive 30 minutes to Micro Center, 30 minutes back. I'm going to sit and wait. How long? 3 hours? I mean, no telling what, internet speed they were running at when they were doing it for 3 hours, but still, basically 2 discs tells you everything you need to know about how big the game is. So instead of doing that, right, 24 bucks at Micro Center, it's online. It's on the digital version. It's on sale for 26 bucks. $26.99. Okay? So I could either get in my car, drive to Micro Center, pay 24 bucks plus tax, come back, sit and wait 3 hours. Sit and wait 3 hours after driving. And that's not even counting, what happens on the drive. What happens on the drive? Who knows, right? But basically, all that time, the main thing is the time. How much time are you willing to spend? So in all that time, within about 10 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes, I have enough of that game to start playing. Right here. I can go make a cup of tea, come back, and I will have downloaded enough of that game already for $26.99, downloaded it, start playing it. By the time you get back, so you get back in an hour, you come back with your game. I am 50 minutes into the game. That's before you start downloading. And you're going to start downloading, and you're going to need to run both. I think it said that you had to do the entire first disc, and then you had to put in the second disc to actually play the game. No one is going to want to do that anymore when you can just sit at home, make a cup of tea, come back to your computer, and play. That is the definition of convenience. And to me, right, if you're saying, oh, but you can get it for 24 bucks at Micro Center. Yeah, I can get it for $26.99 right here, sitting in this chair. I can get it. I can get it. I can download it. I will have the entire game, before you easily. And you're going to get your disc. And then you'll tell me that, hey, you can run around anywhere with your disc, now that you have your physical copy, yeah? But I can go onto anyone's console, put in my own information, and have access to the same game.
Welcome to Warzone.
I don't have to carry anything around.
Battle Royale.
I don't ever have to worry about anything getting scratched. I mean, it is what it is. People are going to come around to this one way or the other. I just think it's an interesting conversation. And then here I am looking at Red Dead Redemption 2, a game I want. I will buy the disc for 24 bucks, but I won't drive down 30 minutes down, 30 minutes back, and sit and wait for 3 hours while it downloads, when I could just do it right here, right now, and start playing it. I mean, if anybody has a better argument for me than that. So yeah, the first digital game I bought was on my Series X. So think about that. Did I think I would be getting a digital game on my Series X? No. No.
Let's get it done.
No, why would I? Right? I'm like, oh, I'm just going to get...
Listen for the hum of nearby supply boxes.
right? I'm just going
Enemy
to get
soldier
discs.
incoming.
That's why I have the disc
Good
drive,
work.
right? Like,
Red
no,
dots on the minimap show the location
No.
of nearby enemies.
So
Now hunt them down.
that's my argument. If you disagree, go ahead, let me know. Hit like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, so we can keep this chat going. But yeah, it's an interesting conversation, and I hope that a lot of you will consider the digital, especially if you don't already have. What is going on? Yeah, having a hard time talking, and yeah, I hope you will consider the digital, especially you guys new to PlayStation. If you want the disc, I got no problem with that either. More power to you. But yeah, that's where I stand on things, and so far, I mean, you know how I feel about this digital. And yes, I am an Xbox guy, so, you know, take that into consideration. I'll play one more game and then I'm done here.
Reloading. Well done. The upper right
But, you
part
know,
of your
this-
HUD shows how many enemies remain.
This game's just another example.
Cash can be used at buy stations to buy kill streaks and other special items. Gas is moving.
You know, I am getting used to playing this Warzone. It is definitely different from the 120 hertz at Xbox. But, you know, it's nothing to complain about. And to be clear, I'm not against the Series S either. I could see putting that thing in it.
Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone.
Putting that thing in a spare room. Loading that bad boy up with games.
Cash can be used at buy stations to buy kill streaks and other special items.
Yep, you didn't see that coming.
Reloading!
They talk about sales as well. Like, oh, digital games are never on sale. That's not true at all. That's not true at all. Digital games go on sale all the time. As a matter of fact, if they really want to move, right, digital consoles, they're going to have to put...
Reloading!
Oh, I see what's happening.
Cash can be used at buy stations to buy kill streaks and other special items.
They're going to have to put their digital games on sale if they want to move their consoles, aren't they? They're going to start price matching. No doubt about it. They're going to price match the digital games with the physical games.
Reloading!
You know? But no, it's already, I mean, I started to look up games, like websites, like, what is it, CD Keys? Going and buying codes. Yeah, going and buying codes for
The
cheap.
helicopter will provide extraction for the last survivor.
I believe it.
Eliminate your targets, stay out of the gas, and get to extraction. Good luck.
But yeah, just wait for games to go on sale. I definitely gotta get better at this playing and talking business, huh? But no, I just want to have a little chat. You know, I'm Team Digital, all the way. For me, it's, you know, it's what they wanted it to be.
Marking new safe zone.
What is going on with this thing?
Grab some armor plates.
I got armor
5
plates.
targets remain. Let's get it done.
But no, I definitely want to know what you think. Think I'm crazy? You serious? Keep jumping on me.
Area area's clear.
Reloading!
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Reloading!
You know what? Why not the
Only
digital?
3 left.
It's a lot of perception, people's perception. Let's hop in and see what happens here, huh? People holding on to their discs. I feel like you talk about laser discs. You see, remember those things? I don't hear anybody talking about laser discs. So I like to call it the PS5 laser disc.
The last 2, bring home the win.
You know,
Gas is inbound.
you want the digital or you want the laser disc? Because it really does look like they just slapped a disk drive on the side of their PS5. That's exactly what they did.
Stay out of the gas, soldier.
It doesn't look
You
part of
made
the
it through and
design
took the
at
win.
all.
Well done.
In fact, I bet somebody got really pissed off about it and didn't want that thing on the side of the console, but said, okay, people will pay $100 more for it, so yeah, it made sense from a business point of view. And they decided to go with it, and you know, so far it's been a smash hit. People even arguing that it's the better console, even though they're exactly the same. The digital and the disc, exactly the same. So, you know, I think it's the real PlayStation 5. I think it's the future of gaming. I think the Series X is as well, but when Microsoft loses that disk drive, I think this is the last one they're going to do with the disk drive. When that drive is gone, then you're going to see, you know, the real Xbox. But this PlayStation is badass, and that's coming from, like I said, I'm pretty much Xbox all the way, and this is just about the best thing I've seen from Sony. So that's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. And I'll catch you guys next time. Take care. Stay safe.